Hey guys, and welcome to the first episode of the Navisworks series. In today's lesson, we'll look at how to export a Revit model into an NWC file or a Navisworks Cache file, and this format's commonly used for coordination and clash detection. So the first step you're going to want to do before we start anything is install the Navisworks Exporter for Revit because it's not built in by default. If you go to the link in the description and go to the Navisworks NWC export utility, you can download the correct one for the correct version of Revit you're working in. So for us, we'd download this one here, and you don't actually need to close Revit when you do this. So that's quite cool. And you'll find it under Add-ins, External Tools, and Navisworks. Before you do that though, there's a few things I like to do in order to create a proper export view. So I'm going to create a dedicated 3D view just for exporting. So I'm going to duplicate my current view and call it something like export view. After that, I'm going to apply an export visibility template. So I can see here there's no template applied. I'm going to copy the architectural one. So I'm going to do that by doing this, which creates a duplicate, and I'm going to name it again and something like this, export view NWC. And then from here I can edit this view and display everything that I want to see. So whether I've got work sets set up within the file or I want to apply certain filters, I can set that up in this view template. So once I've okayed that, it's going to change the view slightly and have something that we want. And you could play around with this, turn the trees off and everything like that, for example. So once you've got your view set up and your view template set up, you can again go to Add-ins, External Tools, and click Navisworks 2024. And before I save this document, I'm just going to hit Navisworks Settings. And there's only a few settings in here I typically change, which are under File Readers Revit. And if you want to convert your linked Revit files or linked CAD formats into the model, you can do that here. But I'm going to leave that as it is, and coordinates I usually have as shared, and they're really the only two things that I save. So I hit OK, and then you can save it somewhere on your desktop. So I'm just going to do that now. So once you have your Revit file exported to Navisworks, you're going to want to check it in Navisworks. So you can load it up and hit Append at the top left and select the file that you've just exported. And once you've got that loaded in, you should be able to see that everything's in the right place and the exports has worked correctly. We won't go into too much detail now on the selection tree, things like that, because we'll cover that in the next few lessons. So yeah, hope you found that useful. In the next lesson, we'll explore the different Navisworks file types and the different versions of Navisworks that you can install. Thanks.